Hi, my name is Elizabeth Santelman, and I'm behind the account Sunshine in My Nest. I'm taking over Everyday Mamas today, and if you pop over to my account, you'll see that my tagline is, I know not every day is beautiful, but when we focus on the sunshine in our nest, gratefulness happens, because I feel like there's a lot of recognition that photos are kind of a highlights reel of our lives, but real life is pretty messy. But at the same time, I don't really feel like focusing on those messy moments makes us any happier. And so it's okay to embrace those beautiful moments and share those beautiful moments. But to admit at the same time, reality really does happen and poop happens. It's just life. I have two little boys. I have Keaton. How old are you, Keaton?
5.
And how old are you, Cedric?
9.
9?
Yeah.
Is 9 your favorite number?
9.
Yeah, you're 2 though, aren't you? Moved into this house exactly 7 years ago because it's our anniversary this week, and when we bought it, it had only ever had one other owner since 1958, so we bought it from the original homeowners, and it was all original, so that means there was olive green carpet in every room, wallpaper on every wall, but when I walked in, I just absolutely loved the bones of the house, and so we've just been doing what we can to make those bones more beautiful. I can't wait to show you. Come on. Here to what I call gentle minimalism, which means we spend a lot of time outside and we try to limit what we own and limit our screen time. So that means every year I plant a garden for our family, and I love the boys watching where their food comes from and picking peas to eat while they're in the backyard. This year I've added some flowers to our garden just to make it a little more beautiful, but it's something I'm really passionate about and really hope to pass on to my family. The things that you would hear pretty frequently discussed at my house is gentle minimalism and how to do without more things and to live with less, and how to minimize the things in your life, but not in a drastic, crazy, sell everything type of way, but in a way that can work for you and your family. You'll also see a lot of good book recommendations because I am a strong believer in quality children's literature, not just picking up any book and throwing it on your shelf for your kids, but really being picky about the things that you find. And I have several really great friends that have helped me pick some amazing stuff to share with you. And then you're also going to see, more recently, I've started talking about female cycles and the way that that affects our energy levels, and we can schedule in order to make that easier on ourselves. You'll also hear me talk about my faith, particularly on the blog. We go to a PCA church, which is a Reformed Presbyterian church, and so I talk about my faith on there. And then also, capsule wardrobing has probably been my longest topic that I've discussed, and the way that we can make that work for moms, not fashionistas, just people trying to live our everyday life and still look the best that we can. I've been doing that for about 5 years now. This room we remodeled was our living room. We had olive green carpet in here all the way into the dining room, down the halls, and so we put wood floors in because we wanted a family, and families tend to be pretty hard on carpets. The chandelier I found on the side of the road. It was all torn up, and I put it back together. And then we had these chairs recovered. They were a garage sale find. Almost everything you'll see in my house is a garage sale find, or we built it. From the living room, you walk into our dining room, and we have a wood-burning fireplace. That's one of the first things we did to the house. This space is under construction, and then we have our kitchen. So the kitchen we just remodeled in January. It used to have a half wall here and no lighting, and we tore everything down to the studs because there was no insulation, and we put in the new cabinets. I measured everything myself because we bought them as remnants off Craigslist, and then my husband and brother-in-law installed everything. This odd wall you see here used to be vintage paneling. We're turning it into batten board, then we'll paint all the way down through the kitchen. And then repainting the island or painting another coat is the last thing we have to do to this space. Behind me, you walk down a hall. This is the bathroom where you'll see my green tub photos. And then back to the master bedroom, and I'll show you my capsule wardrobe. We have our bed here. My dad built these little nightstands for us, and the top of this bench was from my husband's grandparents, and we added some legs to it. And then over here, we have Jack and Jill closets. And so mine I've done capsule wardrobe style. I have 25 velvet hangers and only hang what fits on those 25 hangers. And everything is mix and matchable. You can find a printable to be able to do this to your own closet on my website. But it just makes getting dressed really easy because all I have to do is grab a top, grab a bottom, and then I'm dressed in the morning. And of course today is the day that I'm wearing a t-shirt to give you this tour, so usually I'm more dressed. My clothes I pick up at Goodwill because I want to be more eco-friendly. And I can find really great brands, but things that would be going to the landfill instead. And so I found a lot of Lucky and J. Crew and stuff at a price tag that we can afford and that keeps it from just going into the dump. So I really enjoy that about a capsule wardrobe. Since you're shopping a season ahead, you have the time to sort through and find the things you need there. Master bathroom. We'd only lived here about 6 months when this wall of the shower collapsed, and so we ended up redoing the entire bathroom, which it worked out fine because we really needed to do it anyway, and it was just really the great excuse. Down the hall the other way, we have the kids' rooms, and we have the nursery so close we don't even need to use a monitor. And it's really simple right now. I'm hoping to do a little bit more decoration and stuff of that this coming year. And then we have Keaton's room. So in Keaton's room, we have his bed and bookshelf. We try to keep things really simple, so when there's a mess in here, it just feels less overwhelming. And we have a little reading tent for the boys. We just got that and just hung some of this toys. All that we have is what fits on this shelf. There's some few things that we swap out from the closet, but we try to keep it as sets of things. So this one has magnet tiles in it. This one has train tracks, and this one has some random things. And then we also switch it out with Duplo, and then lots and lots of good books. Are you collecting grass, Cedric? And cutting it with a chainsaw? Is that how you live your best life? Set up this outdoor area in our backyard this past week. A little stupid bird has already pooped on it. Back at the backyard where we started, because that's where we spend 90% of our days during the summer. You may have noticed as I was doing the tour, we don't have a TV that's out. We have a little one that's in the closet. And I find just having a little bit of check on myself, like it's harder for me to let the kids watch TV, so I find that I let them do it less often that way, and it's just been something that works pretty well for our family. It's our home tour. I hope you'll come over and introduce yourself because I'd love to see who's been watching the video, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.